This class has helped me a lot to realize that I can live the good life, and it's not hard to accomplish once I have the right tools to use. So I'm going to show you how I achieve the good life. One example of how I live the good life is through experiences I have, whether that's just hanging out with my friends, going out to concerts, going out to eat, anything like that, because it really just boosts my energy and it just makes me so much happier. At the beginning of this course, we learned that there are 3 nodes of positive psychology: subjective, individual, and group. When I talk about using experiences to achieve the good life, I'm talking about the subjective mode, which talks about things like positive experiences through the past, present, and future, and this connects to happiness, optimism, and well-being. Another important thing that we've discussed in this class that has definitely helped me are like the 5 pillars of the whole life, which is pleasure, relationships, meaning, achievement, and health. These are all factors into your life, like huge things that you want to think about. To me, having positive interpersonal relationships is one of the most important factors in my life, because I do believe it's important to get out there and connect with different people. You don't just need to think about yourself, like you should be thinking about other people and how you can help each other grow in the long run. Learning about positive health has definitely helped me in life because it makes me realize that what I'm doing for my body and how I'm treating myself is one of the most important things I can be doing. A little saying that I like that we learned is we need to go from illness to wellness, and that just says a lot, honestly, because if we take care of ourselves, we get exercise, we put nutritious foods in our body, we get good sleep, we don't put harmful things in, and we have like regular doctor checkups, we will stay safe from being sick. I've learned the importance of finding good, healthy foods that you enjoy and are also good for you, staying hydrated always, and exercising when you can. So far in this class, my favorite topic was when we learned about passions, and that's because when we talked about it, I remember Mr. Yu saying that most people hate their job, like no one's really happy, and that just made me want to find what I really was passionate about. And so I've been trying to find out what my interests are and try to complete them so that I'm happier and that I can find what I really want to do in the future. One certain thing that I've been feeling really passionate about recently is music. And although I'm not a great singer or don't know how to play a lot of instruments, I've been trying to get back into playing guitar and ukulele and just finding new music that I like to listen to when I need a mood booster. Also, another big thing for me is going to concerts, and although we can't go to them right now, I'm looking forward to when it will be okay again. We've also learned about well-developed individual interests, and that's just having like a certain attraction to an academic field in school. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that my individual interest for school is psychology. I enjoyed it since my first psychology class in high school that I took AP psychology, and I loved everything we did in that class. I loved my teacher, which is also a big part of the interests. Having a good teacher and mentor will help you also enjoy that. And yeah, it was a nice challenge, and I just enjoyed everything I learned about. I've become very curious about the subject of psychology and also criminology, which is what I would like to do in the future. And my drive for this subject is just really high. because I enjoy it so much. Learning about engagement in this class also really stuck with me when we talked about the flow experience and getting out of your mind. This really affected me because it made me realize that I shouldn't be having like these negative thoughts, and like I should just like talk about good things and like concentrate on what is really important and positive emotions, and just staying clear of what my goals are, and realizing that if I'm always negative about something, then I'm never gonna accomplish any of my goals, and that I should be just self-aware of everything that I should be focusing on. Experiencing flow has major benefits to our lives, such as becoming more happy, having more positive emotions, better coping skills, better performance, and it's exhilarating and intrinsically enjoyable rather than extrinsically. Another way to help you achieve the good life, and the way I've been using techniques, is through savoring. Savoring your thoughts, your experiences with others, just holding on to those memories, whether it's the past, the present, anything. When we save thoughts, we remember and just rethink those positive experiences. So the one video we saw, the guy taught us to rewind and replay those memories, discussing past experiences with possibly the people you made those memories with, transferring everyday experiences into savoring experiences, like even it's like little trips to go get lunch with your mom or something, celebrating good news with other people so you can all be there together, and also planning ahead is a good way to savor. Rather than focusing on how fast life is moving, the outcomes that could occur from what we're doing, and concerning ourselves with what others think of us, we should just be focusing on now and how to make every experience positive and savory. Mindfulness is a super big part of my life specifically, and that's the energy of being aware at the present moment that you're in, and just deeply touching every moment in your daily life. And I just think that's super important, because we don't want to just let life go by. We want to focus on everything that's making us happy and alive. There's a lot of benefits to mindfulness as well. It relieves stress, treats some diseases, it helps with chronic pain, improves your sleep, it helps depression and anxiety, eating disorders. It has a ton of benefits. And some ways you can do this are through meditation, which is a really easy and good way to help yourself and your mind. I think the biggest part of our class was definitely when we talked about gratitude, because it was the first topic that we discussed, and even when we got to the last topic, gratitude was still a big part of the class. And gratitude has like a lot of good benefits as well. It helps you enjoy the present that you're living in. It gets rid of like the toxic emotions that you're thinking, helps you think of more positive things, and helps you like become less stressed about everything. It helps your relationships big time, because when you tell someone how grateful you are for them, it obviously will positively impact your relationship with them. Ever since this class, I've been working to write down what I'm grateful for mostly every day. And after we did our activity with the gratitude journal and the gratitude visit, it made me realize how important it is to let people know how important they are to you, and them showing that that was so important to them just makes your life so much better. If you had told me before this class that gratitude would have changed my life so much, I probably wouldn't have believed it, but it has been proven to work with your life because it adds satisfaction, and it helps with your sleep. It's less, it's more pro-social and other-centered behavior, and it gives you more optimism as well. After learning what my character strengths were, I've been trying to put them to use in my own life. My top one was kindness, I believe, and I've definitely been trying to help all the people in my life through kindness and just be like the best person I can be overall, and it's definitely made me a more positive person. When we learned about virtues and strengths, we learned that it was clear that hope and optimism helped with mostly everything in your life, including life satisfaction, work satisfaction. It helped against mental illness, against stress and trauma. It helps with academic achievement, happiness, success. It's associated with happy families and so much more. Another thing that I've taken away from this class and put to use in my own life is values. We learned about inherently good values, which is like a certain ultimate goal you want to reach. Absolutely good values, which is like in all circumstances, and then universally good values, which applies to all people. And we all have different values, and it's important to know what your values are. Values can work for the individual alone. It will determine your goals, set like a criteria for like which ones are being evaluated. They're gonna express who you really are and like tell others and yourself about you. And also values can function for a group. They can define like what a group is and shows like the behavior of the group and what like the group stands for. And again, values are expressive. From positive psychology, I've learned that at different ages that different things will influence your values. So we learned that age 1 to 7, your parents will influence your values mostly, and this honestly helped me as a person a lot because I really cherish my parents and their values are definitely good ones, so that left a positive impact on me. And then ages 8 to 13 is your teachers and your heroes, and ages 14 to 20 it will be your peers, and that's helped me realize who my real friends are and how important their values are as well. Okay, so one of my favorite ways to try to achieve the good life is to focus on my goals in life. Something about just like having big dreams and big goals really helps you just get through like tough times. Like something bad will happen and I'll just be like, it's okay, like it'll get better, like I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and I'm gonna live like a good life. And it honestly helps a lot. So change begins with a goal, and you have to start somewhere. So in this class we learned about SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, achievable, recorded, and time-stamped. And this is basically how you would create a goal for yourself, and I have used this and it honestly does help. So love that. Even though we're all going through a pretty rough time right now, it's really important to focus on your happiness and what will make you happy. Finding your interests, passions, your values, they'll all help you succeed. Happiness comes from so many places. The friends you have, the quality of your friends, whether you have a relationship with someone or not. If you're extroverted, that will also contribute to happiness. Being grateful, having gratitude for everything in your life. If you're religious, that is also a big contributor to happiness. You just want to do good for yourself, and you just that will make you succeed most in life, as long as you're happy and you have good goals, you have good values and morals. So yeah. Being happy doesn't have any bad consequences. It's really only good that comes from it. You have more success at everything you do, whether it's school, work, your sports, whatever. You'll have better social relationships and better friendships. You'll have a lot better health, mental health and physical, and it also leads to a longer life. I encourage everyone to work through the tough times and just try to reach the good life, because it's all worth it in the end.